Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to vlog episode 11. As you know it, let's start the show. Today we're going to cover a few aspects of basic lighting. Let's talk about three-point lighting. This is the most basic lighting setup you can do as a filmmaker. It involves 3 different lights. Today we'll be using my lovely fiancée Elizabeth as our subject. The first light is called the key light. That's the primary light, the brightest one aimed at your subject. The next light that we will turn on is the fill light. It's a less than or equal to wattage of the key light. The key light puts out very harsh shadows on the side of the face. The fill, what it does is sort of counteracts that by softening the light, giving a nice even look across the face. The third and final light that we'll use that is my favorite is called the hair light or backlight. Some people even call it a kicker if you want to. And what this does is it separates the subject from the background by putting a nice little rim of light on the back. It can really give an angelic look. We'll give you a few different looks at what each light does. Here we just have the key light on. And then here's what it looks like with just the fill on. And then finally, this is what it looks like with just the backlight on. With the backlight on, this is where you get your silhouette shots. This is where you can get really artsy with it. Conveniently, we are using a nice little vanity here with a mirror to kind of reflect some of the light on the back side of her to get an even look. And this is just another tip you can use that just, basic household items, tinfoil, a mirror, a white poster board. All these things can sort of enhance your light. So we see here on the key light, we have an umbrella reflector. You usually see these in a photo studio on a strobe flash bulb, but for continuous light, it works just as well. These lights are from Brightech. They're all each 300 watts. On the fill light, we have our metal barn doors where you can open them, close them, adjust the light, control it how you want to. And on the backlight, we have black wrap, sort of angled out as a snoot. What it does is sort of pinpoints the light and kind of nice little controlled beam of light. So now let's go into some of the light modifiers and gels. The first one here is called a CTO, also known as a color temperature orange gel. As you can tell, doesn't really quite work on here. More just adds kind of a strangely orange look. What a color temperature orange does is it converts more of a bluer temperature light, such as like anything 5500 range kind of fluorescent lights. You can take these and convert them into tungsten light. We have the next gel. This is called a CTB, also known as a color temperature blue. Now it's the complete opposite of the CTO, whereas instead of it turning daylight into tungsten, this can turn a tungsten light into daylight. And then finally, we have a diffusion sheet here. It takes harsh light and makes it much softer, so it diffuses the light, it softens the light. So as we can see on this right here, we have Elizabeth with a very harsh key light coming right at her face. And then let's add the diffusion sheet. As you can see, it's a much softer light, and we can still keep our low aperture, very nice soft look. So that's the basic coverage of the diffusers and gels. I'll put some links to a few good gels that I've used in the past and just kind of what I would recommend. So as you saw earlier with the snoot on the backlight, what was holding that together is something called black wrap. Now, black wrap is a very thick and pliable black foil that's heat resistant because it's metal and can go on any light. And the beauty of it is that it's so moldable and shapeable, and then you can kind of turn it into whatever you want. So you can turn it into a flag. You can, ball it up and make a little tube out of it, like a larger snoot or like a makeshift barn doors, and put it over it. And also, if you just need to pinpoint just a sliver of light, you're trying to maybe do some mysterious effect on someone's eyes, and you want just a sliver. So that wraps up our quick lighting session today. I hope you enjoyed. Please send us your filmmaking questions about lighting to Valley_Films on Twitter. This is Jordan Anderson. Peace.